episode 828, The Road Less Traveled.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Staring at a stop sign, watching people drive by.
Happy day. It's another beautiful week starting out just for you. Take a big, deep breath. Smell that clean, fresh air because today is your day. Fill your heart with joy, with pure sunshine, knowing that this is the day that you can go out and impact. Oh, yes, it is. We are chatting about mindset. It's Mindset Monday, the road less traveled. It's a deep one. And it actually comes from a request from a listener. So I cannot wait to dive in. But before we do, I must give a huge shout out and welcome to all of our beautiful family members. Welcome to Create Your Now. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you'll want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple Strategy Everyday Solutions to live, love, and impact. I hope you had a marvelous Easter weekend. I hope you are coming off of that hangover of sugar. Maybe you had way too much candy and you're like, oh, I'm kind of dragging this morning. Well, you know what? I am going to wake you up because we're talking mindset, and sometimes we need to be shaken at the core. A listener wrote in to me and said this: I always give 150%, and then by the third day, it all unravels and goes to the wayside. How do you stop giving up or keeping your momentum and moving forward? Excellent question. And one that I think a lot of us struggle with, and it comes into our mindset, how we see our life. Are we moving forward or are we moving backwards? And most of us, we want to move forward. But a lot of times our decisions that we make either keep us right where we are because that's where we're comfortable, or we tend to backtrack just a little bit. It's easier. It feels good because that's what we know. Now, the answer to that simple question, how do you stop giving up or keeping your momentum and moving forward? You take the road less traveled. That's it. Okay, that's it. I'm going to say goodbye for the day and we're done. Oh, but it's not that easy, is it? It really isn't that easy because you give so much of yourself and you're like, oh, I've got this. Maybe it's 3 days. Maybe it's a week. It could be a month. And all of a sudden, all that hard work, man, just goes to the wayside. And you're like, what did I do this? I put in all this time, all this effort, and this is what I get. I'm right back to where I started. It doesn't seem fair. And it's an easy trap and temptation to give into. Because you see, this is a choice in what we do. And I know that's not something that is popular. We don't want to hear that we have a choice to go back to what we were doing, but we ultimately have that choice. It's our decision. I mean, unless if you're being hogtied and pressured, you have a choice. But it's not the easy thing in the world to take the road less traveled. It is the simple decision, the simple answer. You want something different, but you're afraid of what happened last time. Yes, your past plays a role in your transformation. Think about that. Anything you want different, your past plays a role in your transformation. I don't care if it's a career change. I don't care if it's a weight change. I don't care if it's a health change, a wellness change, a mindset change, a marriage change. All of what has happened in your past plays a role in your transformation. Sometimes it can make it easier. Sometimes it can make it more challenging. Sometimes it can be like, oh no, I'm not even going down that road. It is not even an option. You see, you get very comfortable in your old self. You know, that pair of either old jeans or those, better yet, those old yoga pants. Those old-fashioned, just kind of, you slip on baggy, I call them my college pants. You remember, maybe if you're as old as I am, you had those sweatpants, and nowadays you don't see them anymore, but they were a little more baggy. They had about 2.5 inches or so of room, right? And they were gathered at the bottom, not with this kind of bottom that it looks like it's on your wrist bottom, but just like a little thing of elastic. And then it had just a drawstring at the top, but oh my gosh, they were so soft. And the more you washed them, they were just like, oh, that blankie you never wanted to give up, right? Those are the sweats you want to get into. That's the comfort of your old self. Why is that? Why does it feel so good to be in our old self? Because that's what you know. And when you try to make a change, you want a transformation, you want something different. And eventually your mind says, you know what? I am so tired of working right now. I have got to go back to what I know. It does this. It's the most super powerful computer in the world is your mind, and it plays tricks on you all the time. When you're in that comfy old self, you know what to expect, and there's not much to fear. You may not like it, but at least you know it. Your past plays a role in your transformation. The only difference is now you become more frustrated. You become more disappointed in yourself. And ultimately, you know you're a failure. Now, you may not actually say those words or think about them, but your mind is. That subconscious is saying, I told you so. Why did you even try? Why did you even go down the path you don't know? Stick to what you know. I got your back this time. Yep, that's the terrifying result you don't want. You don't want to go back to those old sweats as much as it feels so good and so comfy to put them on. That big oversized sweatshirt. Oh yeah, I can feel it now. Can't you? I want to jump in my jammies now. But that's not where you're supposed to be if you want that transformation, if you want something different than where you are right now. Because think about it. What you're doing right now, is that where you want to be 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 1 year from now? You've just finished up Easter. Is that where you want to be a year from now? Doing what you're doing? Or do you have a bigger dream? Do you have something different for your health, your well-being, for your marriage, your relationship with your children, for your career, for your new job? For your own business? What do you want? You have to begin to realize that you need to break this vicious cycle, this circle of, I don't know, name it. What vicious cycle are you in right now? What is this circle? What has you going round and round and round and you can't seem to get out of it? Name it. Why name it? Because then, you know what? You got a name for it. Then, oh, yeah, you can deal with it. You put a name on it. So deal with it. Maybe it's a circle of weight. Maybe you want to call it the upside, inside, downside. I don't know. Sounds cool. Whatever you want to name it. Because then when you think about it and you go, gosh, how do I break this chain? How do I break this upside, inside, down, right, downside circle of my life? How do I do it? You know what it is. So now you can begin to take the road less traveled. You see, the listener was all about, man, I made it to the third day, but then it all unraveled. And I went to the wayside. How do I keep that momentum? Sounds so simple, take the road less traveled, but I've tried. I've tried and I failed again. Well, I got to tell you this. It's going to take incredible commitment and dedication on your part. It's going to require an amount of energy like never before. I'm talking an amount of energy that's equal to a full-time job. Swallow that one. That's hard. Think about if you're at work. And if you're a stay-at-home mom, you're the CEO of the family, it's never ending. So imagine that you have to have all this energy, not just to do your daily responsibilities within your family, but now you're going to want this transformation. You want something different. And it's going to take the same amount, if not more energy than what you have to give every day. Oh my goodness, put on the brakes. Enough is enough. There's no wonder that you don't want change consciously. You talk about it, it's easy to. Man, that road less traveled is looking like I'm not going there. I'll just continue dealing with my failures as they are. No, you won't. Because you were made to live, love, and impact. To be present, to be incredible, to be you, the one that God created. He's got dreams bigger than your dreams. It's time that you start living them and take a chance on yourself. Take the road less traveled. This is your kiss, the Keep It Simple strategy. Think, think, think. I feel like I'm Pooh Bear. Think, think, think. I need my little honey pot. Think, think, think. If you want to take that road less traveled, you have to think. Think before you speak. Think before you act, and think before you become. And you're like, whoa, those are 3 easy ones. I got this. Yeah. Just like the listener thought. Oh, I got it. The third day, everything went to pot. In the honey pot. It was not good. So how do you take the road less traveled and make it be the one you want to be on, and make it become your habit? Those comfy old clothes that you love so much now, you want to create those new ones. So let's break it down. Think, think, think. Number 1, think before you speak. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Proverbs 18:21. What you say matters. What you think about, you bring about. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. So if you're sitting here and you're in the kitchen and you're going, oh man, I so want something sweet, man. That chocolate cake, we had that celebration and it looked so good. But I know I'm not supposed to have it. But I've been really good these past 4 days, and it's no big deal, right? I can just partake in that. Oh, you can reason anything you want, but ultimately think about what happens. Think about that hangover you have that next day from eating that sugar. When you wake up groggy going, I just feel out of it. I don't know why I'm so tired. I don't know what happened to me. You know what happened to you. You made a bad decision. So as you're standing there, think before you speak. Don't say, I want the chocolate cake. Say, I need something to fuel my body with goodness. I'll go for an apple and some peanut butter. That actually sounds better. It's better for me. My body will love it, and I will love me. Think before you speak. Number 2, think before you act. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. Nothing is impossible. You think there's no way I'm dropping these 35 pounds? I've tried. I lose 20. I kind of squeak out another 2, and then I'm back up again 15. The next thing you know, I'm back up to 20 pounds. Why do I keep on this roller coaster? I'm just going to go back into my comfy clothes. No, you're not. Oh, no, you're not. Think before you act. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It's not about your strength. Did you hear me? It's not about you. It starts with you, but it's not about you. Christ will give you that strength, but what do you have to do? Ask him. You can't rely on yourself. Think before you act. Number 3, think before you become. For as he thinks in his heart, so he is. Proverbs 23:7. Who are you in your heart? That's probably not a question that you get on a daily basis. But do you love the person that you are? I mean, seriously, ask yourself that question. It's a tough one. You may be like, oh, yeah, I love this, 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 this. And then the next thing you know, you're going, oh, but I don't like this and I don't like this. And all of a sudden, that list gets a lot longer. Think before you become. You may not be who you want to be right now and who you know God is beginning to create in you, but you have to believe now that you are becoming whom God has created you to be. Think before you become. Be careful in your journey when you take the road less traveled to not make something that is positive become a negative. That's very easy to do. We can out-talk ourselves, out-think ourselves, out-act ourselves in thinking that, okay, this is all great, but, and that but is really big. You have to understand that positive will always trump the negative. So be careful not to make something positive become negative because you want to get back to that comfy old self. Take the road less traveled. Think, think, think. Get your Pooh Bear honey pot. I know not every single time you see Pooh Bear, you're going to be thinking, think, think, think. Think before you speak. Think before you act. Think before you become. And guess what? It's hard to do it by yourself. It truly is. I know. I've been there. I've tried multiple times. But until I got the team of people that I needed around me to support me, it didn't happen. Success was not there for me. But when that team and I came together, we were unstoppable. And I took that road less traveled, and so can you. If you want some help, if you want someone to come beside you, click on the link, Take Aim. It's in the show notes. It's a free coaching call with me. Yes, you actually get to speak with me. It's totally free. It's my gift to you. I'm not going to try to upsell you anything. This is a start of a conversation because that's how important you are to God and how you are important to me. You matter. This life is too short just to kind of, just go through the motions. Stop going through the motions. Take the road less traveled. Go out today and live, love, and impact. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, love, and lots of hugs. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life, and love your journey? Visit CreateYourNow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.